So if we sort of think back to around sort of 5 years ago, you could start to see that regulation in sustainability was becoming a thing. There were emerging bits of regulation like the TCFD in the UK or the CRSD in Europe, which was starting to signal that governments were going to want to see change in this space. But at the same time, but in a different part of the market, there was a growing awareness that technology should be part of the answer to sustainability, but there was this growing awareness that it was also potentially part of the problem. We're starting to see some estimates of how much carbon was being produced from IT. The estimate is around 4% of our global emissions come from technology. But the big thing is how fast it's growing. I mean, it's forecasted to be around 14% by 2040. And it's not just the carbon. Other things are being talked about, like e-waste and water and things like that. So these two things, I guess, combined with the fact that we had some capabilities in this space, allowed us to double down and focus here. It became very clear that this is where we should head as a business. So we built a whole strategy around sustainable IT. We built a brand. We trained the whole team. We made quite a lot of investment into software and tools and capabilities. I guess critically, we knew if we wanted to help others, we had to go through this journey ourselves first. So if you fast forward a bit now, or in the last couple of years, one of the first things we've done is get some external validation for what we do. So it's all very well us saying we're sustainability leaders. We've gone to other organizations to get that validation. One of the companies we use is EcoVadis, and we've recently been recertified there in the top 1% of sustainable companies worldwide. And with this credibility comes the ability to differentiate and the ability to create new revenue streams. And now we help others go on this journey, whether it's strategy, go-to-market work, building sustainable supply chains, or our soon-to-launch software platform.